Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Arthur's point of view: Namjoon were 6 months arranged marriage couple who were still trying to know each other. T was Joon's 10-year-old brother who was very spoiled. Jin always tried to correct him, which he didn't like. One day, Jin went to pick T from his school. There, he found T was misbehaving with a few girls. Jin became mad. He tried to stop him, but he misbehaved with him. Jin slapped him and dragged him home. He forced him to pull the grass while chanting sorry as a punishment. When June returned, T complained to June by exaggerating. June didn't give Jin any chance to speak and threw him out in heavy rainfall. Jin was waiting there whole night, but neither did June come nor T. Jin went to his parents' home. Without Jin, June and T's life turned mess. They were missing Jin. T gathered the courage and told June all the truth. June became mad and slapped T. They went to Jin and apologized, but Jin refused to return. He told June to earn his forgiveness and trust again. Let's see what happens next. After having dinner, T and June went to their home. Jin's parents called him and he went to them. Jin knocked the door. Mom, Dad, you called me? Mrs. Kim, come here, we need to talk. Jin closed the door and sat on the bed. See? Mr. Kim, we really don't like how you forgive June. He didn't deserve forgiveness after what he did with you. You don't need to bear his torture. Your parents are alive. Divorce him. You deserve someone better. Jin looked at Mrs. Kim. I haven't forgiven him yet. Mrs. Kim, but you gave him a chance to win your forgiveness. Why are you doing this? He threw you out in heavy rain. He didn't even bother to check you. Show some self-respect and leave him. Jin, Dad, what's my age? Mr. Kim, 30. Jin, and T's? Mr. Kim, 10. Jin, you threw both June and T out in heavy rainfall. Why? Mr. Kim, what why? They hurt my son. Of course I will throw them out. I don't want their shadow on my son. Jin looked at Mrs. Kim. Mom, do you think what Dad did was right? Mrs. Kim, whatever your dad did was absolutely right. Anyone do this? Nobody can see their children in pain. Jin, I'm 30, a full grown up adult, and now married too, but still you both are this protective towards me. Mrs. Kim, children, even after becoming parents, is still a child for their parents. Jin, Dad loves me so much. When Dad came to know that June had thrown me out of the house in heavy rainfall, he threw both T and June out of the house without wasting any time. He didn't even give him a chance to speak. If Dad, being so understanding and calm person, was right in it, then how could June be wrong? He did the exact thing. He found T, whom he raised like his own child, in bruises. His face, palm, knees were bruised. He was crying and wanting to die. Can you imagine what he must be going through after seeing his peace of heart in this condition? I'm sure that if you had seen me in the same condition, you would have killed June. T is only 10. He is naughty. He never lied to June. June trusts him more than me. We are still knowing each other, still trying to figure out our relationship. People aren't able to understand or trust each other even after so many years of marriage. It has been only 6 months since our marriage. How could he trust me more than his own childlike brother? It's impossible. T is just a child. He didn't know that his small lie could have such terrible consequence. No one has yet taught him to differentiate between right and wrong. He was raised up without parents. No one has yet stopped him to do wrong things. June never asked a single question from him. Now, when I'm trying to teach him something, restrict him to do something he didn't like, he felt like if he was being controlled by me. It will take some time to adjust him in new atmosphere. He can't trust me blindly. Now he learned his lesson. Haven't you seen his effort to get an apology? Haven't you seen his red palms? Haven't you seen how he clung to me and saying sorry? Haven't you seen how he called me mama? And about self-respect and I deserve better. Tell me the name of couple who has never had a fight. Did you two never argue before? So did you both get a divorce over an argument? Mrs. Kim, yes, we had an argument too, but your dad never disrespected me like June did to you. He never threw me out of my own house like your husband threw you out. Jin, your husband isn't a mafia, mom, but my husband is a mafia. You should have thought about it before marrying me, a mafia king. You should have thought about how I would handle his anger issues. He isn't a normal person. He isn't gentle. He is rough and tough. He can't trust anyone. His profession made him ruthless. He doesn't think about consequence before doing anything. And before marriage, he told me everything about himself and his behavior. He had already told me that I would have to tolerate his anger because he has no control over his anger and he can do anything in anger. He never hid anything from me. I don't know how you didn't notice that he slapped T. T's whole face was red and swell. When he found out T was wrong, he slapped him and dragged him here to apologize. You know why he threw me out? Not because he didn't want my presence in his house. He threw me out because he knew he had no control over his anger. He could hurt me the worst way that you can't even imagine. He pushed me away to protect me from his anger. You both want me to divorce him because he disrespected me? Fine, I will give him a divorce, but what's guarantee there that I won't have any disagreement or argument with the person I marry tomorrow? If I fight with him too, I will give him divorce. How long will this go on? How long will I keep playing marriage and divorce? I have to stop somewhere. Relationships takes patience, time, trust and love to build it. Before you arranged my marriage with him, you should have considered that he has a younger brother whom he loves like his own son, and after marriage, I will have to love him like my own son. You never thought before arranging this marriage. Now, when I am facing consequence, you want me to run away from the problem rather than solving it. I haven't forgiven June. I can't. He insulted me. I gave him another chance because I saw regret in his eyes. I spent my 6 months with him. I know him. Someone has to tackle his anger issues. Marriage isn't a game, it's a serious relationship. I have to make my place in both T and June's life. After this incident, both T and June got the lesson. They will never forget this. I start loving my family. I have to build our relationship. I have to make it strong. And I know they both must be regretting on their deeds. It's my life. When you didn't think before marrying me to him, then now please don't interfere in my relationship. It's my journey. If I fall to build my family, I will return to you. At least I won't regret that I wouldn't even try. I won't accept defeat before trying. Left. Mr. Kim, he's right. It's our fault to marry him a mafia. We never thought that our son would have to face his ruthless side. He is trying to walk on fire, but he doesn't know that fire burns house. It doesn't save them. Very soon he will fall because June will never change for him. June was standing in the balcony and thinking what he did. His heart was filled with guilt. He couldn't understand how to fix everything, how to bring his husband back to his home. He came to his room and back hugged him. June, why are you still awake? Go and sleep. T, I'm scared to sleep alone. Can I sleep with you, please? June, come, let's sleep. June sat on the bed, leaning on headboard. He was closing his eyes and thinking about his harsh behavior. T, who was sleeping beside him, crawled to his chest under the blanket. T, Junie Hanky. June, T, what do you think? June, about what? T, to bring Ginny Hanky back. How would you win his trust and forgiveness? June, I don't think he will ever return. I really went too far. T, sorry, I ruined your relationship. June looked at T. It's me, not you. You are a child, but I'm a mafia king. T, you can't lose hope like this. I told you how to gain Jin Hang's trust. June, it's not easy, TT. I never quoted anyone before. T, don't worry, Hanky. I will help you. In the morning before Jin Hang wakes up, give him flowers with handwritten notes. June, I can at least send him flowers. Time skipped in the morning. June dressed up in three-piece suit like he was going to attend any meeting. T opened his eyes because of June's clumsiness. He cutely rubbed his eyes and looked at June. T, Junie Hanky, you are going on meeting? June, no, I'm going to give Jin flowers. T, in this three-piece suit? June, what's wrong in this? T. Everything is wrong. Wait, let me dress you. Took out the tracksuit which Jin brought for him, but he never wore. Wear them. June, it's so colorful. I don't like it. T. Shh. You have to change yourself. I want my Jin hang back. Pick the note. And watch this. Just good morning, Jin. I'm sorry. June. That's it. T. You're so boring, Hang. At least write some praising words. Write, I love you. June. Yeah, I will write. Don't teach me. Nowadays, kids are so shameless. Lift. T. Shouted. Give Mama some cute nickname. June, dressed up in tracksuit, he climbed to Jin's room with the help of pipe. He found Jin was sleeping peacefully. His face was glowing. Lips were parted away. June gulped hard to see his raw beauty. He placed the flowers on side table and touched his face. June, he is an ethereal beauty. How can someone look so beautiful in sleep? His skin is so soft like baby. Touched his lips and gulped hard. You are tempting me. Whispered in his ear, Good morning, my love, and sorry. He gently kissed on his cheek and left before he could show his clumsiness. After 2 hours, Jin woke up. He stretched his arms and saw flowers. He picked the flowers and saw a handwritten note. Good morning, Ginny. From today's, I want to start our relationship once again. I know in past I hurt you so much. I broke your dreams of ideal husband. I can't be the ideal husband, but I'm trying to a man whom you may be like. I brought the fresh flowers for you, but in front of your beauty, these flowers are so dull. Your lips were tempting me, but being a good husband, I didn't kiss you. I only picked on your cheek. If you don't mind, can you come on lunch? I will text you the location. And yeah, sorry, I broke the handle of your room's door. He told me to say you love you. Your Junie. Jin blushed hard to read the letter. So finally Mafia King Kim Namjoon brought me flowers. He called me Ginny. Not bad. Pick the flowers. Do you listen? I'm more beautiful than you all. Saw his mobile on the side table. My mobile? Picked his mobile. Finally, you came here. Saw a wallpaper of their pics. Did he change the wallpaper? So, Mr. Mafia is trying to change. Good. Let's see where he will take me for our first date. Time skipped after weeks. Few weeks passed. Jin's morning started with June's flower and handwritten notes with a chick kiss. They started chatting till late night like boyfriends. June took him on dates and praised his beauty. T was the mastermind behind everything. He planned all the dates. They started doing all those things which couples do. June's behavior slowly changed. There was a huge improvement in his anger issues. June pulled a chair. Have a seat. Jin sat on the chair. Thank you. June sat on another chair in front of him. You are looking so handsome. Jin. That I always look. What's new in this? June. But today you are looking more handsome. Give me your hand. Jin. Why? June, I need strength. Give me your hand. Jin gave him his hand. Okay, take it. Don't tell me you bring a ring for me. June, I haven't brought any expensive gift for you. In front of you, all the expensive gifts seems worthless. Jin blushed hard. I want to ask, are you happy with me? Jin slowly nodded his head. So much. June, tell me what type of husband you want. I will change myself in that. Jin, first tell me your preference. I will change myself according to you. June, you are perfect as you are. There is nothing to change. Why do you think you need to change? If anyone needs to change, it's me. Jin, why? June, there is countless reason, Ginny. I disrespected you, threw you out of a. You still understood me and gave me a chance. You are still sitting here. If there was anyone else, he would never see my face and sue me. Jin, you know, Junie, what's the biggest problem in you? June, my anger. Jin, no. You're this thinking that you can't deserve happiness. You can't make anyone happy. You can't handle relationship. You can't meant for family. You are only meant for your mafia field. June, it's the truth, Ginny. I couldn't handle my any relationship. I just hurt my loved ones. Who loves me? I just pushed them away. I hurt them, Jin, but it's not the truth. June, it is. You don't know the truth. Jin, I know everything. I know you fought with your parents for becoming the mafia. T is your uncle's son, whom you raised like your own son. I know everything about you. I saw the old photo album. June looked at Jin. I hurt you and TT too. Jin, how old are you? June, 32. Jin, and I? June, 30. Jin, we aren't kids, not early adults. We are grown up, right? June, Jin, I know you are still feeling guilty because of that incident. Just forget it, Junie. It's already had happened. Now nothing can do. I'm still here with you because I know your intentions are good. You are a good man. You try to do every good things, but your anger spoil everything. You need support. You need someone who can share your pain, who can say you aren't alone. And in I'm that person. I won't leave you alone. Never ever. June, how can you trust me this much when I don't have trust on myself? Jin, because I love you. I love your both the sides. June, but I hurt you. Jin, if I was at your place, would you leave me? June, never. Jin, then how would I? You don't know the truth. You are regretting. You couldn't forgive yourself. What more punishment I can give you? I can't shoot you for it. I don't want to stress this matter. Our married life just started. I know it was arranged, but now there is love. We both love each other and don't want to hurt. Let's move on. Leave everything in past. I saw so many relationships breaking up because of ego clashes, where both the partners aren't ready to understand each other, aren't ready to bend. I don't want this. I understood you. I understood your profession too. Your ruthless side is your identity. I don't want to change. You are the perfect as you are. Pulled him closer by his collar. Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you restricting yourself? Why are you thinking twice before saying anything to me? June looked at Jin. I'm scared to lose you. Jin, you think if you behave calculative, you can't lose me? June, don't know, but I can't explain you how it feels to hurt you, favorite person whom you promised to protect. Jin, look into my eyes. Do you think I have any complaint? All the time you can't calculate. Only I can bear your anger and calm down too. I want to see your real side, not this fake calculative side. If you have to think before talking with your own husband, that means there is no trust, and where there is no trust, none of relationship can grow. Left John's collar and pulled his hand back. June, no, don't leave me. I genuinely need you. Jin, when one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we don't see the one that has been opened for us. Who said this? June, Hannel Keller. Jin stood up. Wow, what a dumb husband I got. My husband remembered who said what quote, but don't remember its meaning. You know what? Just sit here and cry over the past. I can't live in past. Walked away. June, no, wait. Grabbed Jin's hand and bent on his one knee. Ginny, I also don't want to live in past. I want you, me, Titi, and our tiny soul. I want my complete family. I I thought I don't deserve you. I thought you would be mad if I tell you why did I behave like that. But you didn't give me a chance to say anything. You understood everything by yourself. You didn't even question me. You didn't even question to T. I thought no one can understand me, but you understood me without I could even speak. I couldn't trust on my luck. How could I be this lucky to have you? Please don't go. I won't calculate everything. I love you. I even brought something for you. Gave him paper. Jin took the paper. Psychiatrist prescription? What's this? You went on psychiatrist? But why? June, I didn't want to hurt you because of my anger. I researched and found out psychiatrist could help me to control my anger. I'm taking my anger management therapy session. I thought, Jin, get up. June, first tell me you won't leave me. Jin, get up before I leave you. Get up and kiss me. June, I'm sorry. Please don't leave. Wait, looked at Jin. What did you say? Kiss you? Jin, kiss me. I want a kiss. June stood up. Seriously? Jin, June wrapped his arm around Jin's waist and pulled him closer. He closed his eyes and leaned towards Jin's lips, but he stopped him. Stop. June opened his eyes. What happened? Jin, I want to tell you something about me. June, say. Jin, I'm forgiving you because it wasn't your fault. You are the honest man, but don't think I will forgive you again. I have a limit to bear. I want a loyal partner. I'm not this understanding. I'm so childish and dominating, and I will never cheat. But before Jin could complete his sentence, June's hand closed around Jin's waist firmly, and in the next heartbeat, Jin was pulled forward, crashing into a that stole all the air. June, like a man born to command, rough edges controlled strength, and a heat that rolled over Jin like a storm. Jin pushed back, finger gripping June's collar, lips answering with a stubborn fire. For a moment, the world narrowed to the sound of two breezes clashing, two wheels trying to overtake each other. Jin tried hard to flip the momentum, tilting his head, pressing his harder, chasing control, but June only smirked against his mouth, tightening his hold and deepening the until Jin felt the fight melt right out of him. When June finally pulled away, Jin was breathless, cheek flushed, lips tangling in defeat. Jin collapsed on June's chest while catching his breath. June was quick to pull him in his embrace. June, what happened? Someone wanted to dominate me but accept defeat so early? Jin pinched on his chest. Ouch! Jin looked at June. I will dominate you. June pecked on his swollen lips. You can dominate me only when I allow you. Don't forget, I am a mafia king. I have more strength than you. Jin looked at him. One day I will definitely do. June tucked Jin's hair stand behind his ear. I will wait for that day. Jinny, do you really forgive me? Do you really want this relationship? Do you really have no problem? If you really have any problem, just tell me. I will try to correct it. Jin, I'm so stubborn, Junie. If I had any problem, I would never come here. T is a kid who needs to learn so many things. Today I understood you, tomorrow you will understand me. I never said you to go to psychiatrist. You yourself went to him because you realized how dangerous your anger is. You yourself left your ego and bent. Even my own parents think I shouldn't continue this relationship for my self-respect. But they didn't know you. I stayed with you. I know you. For me, you and T matter the most. I know I'm not making any mistake choosing you. What happened? Why are you looking at me like this? June, I'm thinking, how can I be so lucky to have such a understanding and supporting life partner? I promise I will never let you feel sad. I will always try to make you happy. Jin stood up on his toes and rubbed his nose with June's. I know it. With Dad, they both had their dinner and went to Jin's parental home. Jin's parents still didn't want Jin return to June, but because of Jin's happiness, they couldn't say anything. Mr. Kim, it was me who chose you for my son, but now I don't trust you. I still think Jin is making a big mistake. Jin, Dad? June, it's okay, Jinny. Dad is right. Soon I will win your trust, Dad. Mrs. Kim, if Jin again comes to us in devastated state, we won't listen to him. It's my final warning. June, this will never happen, Mom. Namjoon happily returned to their home. June opened the door and found T was standing there, waiting for them. Jin hid himself to give him surprise. T, Juni Hagi, where is Mama? Went to door. Mama, Mama, Mama. Looked at Jin. Where is Mama? You went to bring him? June, yes, I went, but he denied. T, what? Definitely you made the mistake. You must have not followed the script. You egoistic man. You must not have proposed to him on your knees. You haven't told him what he mattered for you. That's why he didn't come. I will go to bring Mama back. Driver uncle, start the car. Ran to entrance. Jen, Titi, where are you going? T, without looking at him, to bring mum. Stopped at his place and turned around. Mama! Jumped on Jen. I'm sorry, Mama. Please never leave us. We missed you so much. Jin carried him like cola. I won't leave my tea bear ever. Don't cry. Everything is fine. Now we will stay together like a happy family, okay? June, wow, you got your mama, so you forget your Juni Hangi. T looked at June and stuck his tongue. Yes. Time skipped after 2 years. 2 years passed. A tiny miracle added in their family, who is so cute but naughty, just like her uncle Titi. Jin was in kitchen. T was studying in his room. Joan hadn't returned yet. Tiny girl sneaked in T's room. She saw T was quietly studying. She went to him and pulled his hair. T. Ah! June returned and saw Jin was alone. He was looking at Frizz and taking out something. June went to him and pinned him on the wall while raising his both hands over his head. Jin, Junie, what are you doing? Leave my hand before I beat you with my pink frying pan. June, here I want to do romance and you are in mood of violence. What happened to you? Where is my sweet Ginny who wants to romance? Jin, leave my hand, Junie. That tiny devil eat your Ginny. Do you know not a single thing in at its place? All the jam and honey. June, you are too noisy. Let me fix it. But before he could say anything, June pulled him in a slowly his lower lip and Jin bite him. He was so mad. June ignored his protest and deepened the. But soon they heard T's screaming and tiny footsteps running in the living room. Falling but giggling, June unwillingly broke the and came to living room. They found T was running by rubbing his hair and a tiny baby was chasing him while giggling hard. June, now what happened? Jin angrily stomped on June's foot. You princess again pulled T's hair. June, princess. Baby looked at June and went to him. Da 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 da. June picked her in his arms. What's my princess doing? Jin, irritating my son. T went to Jin. Hanky, see, she again pulled my hair and broke my all the sketch pens. Jin hugged him. What else you can expect from the daughter of the god of destruction? I will buy you more sketch pens. Baby angrily looking at T, who was hugging Jin. Mama, mama. Jin hugged Jin more tightly. He's my mama. You have dada. T pulled her hair and ran. Baby, mama, ran behind T. Namjin were looking at T and her with wide smile. This story was requested. T and June did something big and hurtful to Jin. That's why this topic came in my mind. It's very common. We often blame new people when they try to teach us. I don't know how many of you relate to me, but now the mistake have already happened. You only have two options. Either you can break the relationship or move on with a firm decision. Both are correct in their own way. No relationship is perfect. Every relationship has fights, sometimes at an extreme level. But breaking up isn't always the solution. At least one person has to be mature enough to understand the problem. If you keep stretching the matter, it will only make your relationship bitter and toxic. So, these are my views on relationships. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. Try to save the relationship one last time before breaking up. Love and family aren't built in a moment, but through patience, efforts, and everyday choices. Apologies may ease the pain, yet only consistent actions rebuild trust. When ego is replaced with understanding, hearts learn to heal instead of break. Destiny may bring people together, but commitment keeps them growing as one. In the end, a true home is created by those who choose each other, learn, and never let one another feel alone. The end. Arthur's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. Almost everyone was asking bonus part. So here it is. Don't go without doing like and comment. None of relationship is perfect. There is no such relationship where there is no argument and disagreement. It depends on you how you handle arguments and disagreements. The one who values the relationship bends first, not because of lack of self respect and strength, but because the more you stress the argument, the more your relationship becomes bitter. You can talk calmly too when your anger calms down. It's very easy to break a relationship, but it's very difficult to maintain it. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.